Here are some trending news in Nigeria. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has signed into law the amendments to the 2022, following extensive deliberations by the National Assembly, describing the move as a major step toward strengthening Nigeria's democracy. The president emphasized the importance of public confidence in the electoral system, noting that while voting and counting remain largely manual, the new law enhances electronic transmission of results to improve transparency, while guarding against technical glitches and cyber threats. Senate President Godswill Akpabio hailed the development as historic, stating that the amendments will support free, fair, and internationally credible elections ahead of the next general polls. Vice President Kashim Shettima, representing President Bola Tinubu, has launched the Nigeria Industrial Policy 2025 in Abuja, signaling a decisive shift from policy drafting to measurable productivity. Speaking at the event themed, "From Policy to Productivity, Implementing Nigeria's Industrial Future," Shettima vowed to end years of fragmented industrial growth, strengthen value chains, empower small and medium enterprises, and position Nigeria for global competitiveness through infrastructure, energy, innovation, and private sector-driven reforms. First Lady Olorunmi Tinubu has flagged off the advocacy and awareness campaign for the National Community Food Bank program in Abuja, marking a major step in the fight against child malnutrition. Speaking at the National Traditional and Religious Leaders Summit on Health 2026, she announced partnerships with key health and financial institutions to establish food banks near primary health centers nationwide, ensuring vulnerable families receive nutritious food support under the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu. The Kogi state government has commenced a statewide free mass animal vaccination campaign aimed at combating transboundary animal diseases and strengthening livestock productivity. Speaking at a stakeholders' engagement in Lokoja, the Commissioner for Livestock Development, Olufemi Bolarin, said the initiative, driven by the Kogi State Livestock Productivity and Resilience Project in collaboration with the Ministry of Livestock Development, is designed to safeguard animal health, reduce mortality rates, and enhance food security. Farmers, pastoralists, veterinarians, traditional rulers, and security agencies have been mobilized to ensure the success of the exercise across local government areas. The federal government has unveiled the Diaspora Health Impact Initiative 2026, a strategic program aimed at deploying Nigerian medical professionals abroad to strengthen healthcare services nationwide. Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabiri Arawa, made the announcement in Abuja, noting that while Nigeria receives over $20 billion annually in remittances, the technical expertise of diaspora doctors remains largely untapped. The initiative will facilitate medical outreaches, specialist interventions, and professional training across geopolitical zones to boost local health systems and national development. The People's Democratic Party has described the newly amended Electoral Act 2026 as a direct act of treachery against Nigerians, alleging that it weakens democratic transparency ahead of the 2027 general elections. In a statement issued by its National Publicity Secretary, Ini Ememobong, the party criticized the National Assembly and accused President Bola Tinubu of assenting to changes that dilute the mandatory electronic transmission of election results. The amendment was signed into law shortly after the Independent National Electoral Commission unveiled the 2027 election timetable, sparking fresh political debate. Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nizam Wike, has commended President Bola Tinubu for swiftly signing the Electoral Act Amendment Bill 2026 into law, describing the move as a bold step toward credible elections. In a statement issued by his senior special assistant on public communications and social media, Lera Oleinka, Wike said the president's prompt assent demonstrates commitment to strengthening democratic institutions. He added that periodic reviews of the Electoral Act are necessary to deepen transparency and improve Nigeria's electoral process ahead of future polls. For more trending news in Nigeria, subscribe to our channel, follow and visit us at DiasporaNews.ng.